Hi there, what's up? Welcome back to Economics. I am Dr. Shreya Roy, and we are beginning with the new software data analytics course. We are going to be learning 101 of STATA or STATA, however you may pronounce it. And probably we are going to learn a lot on our process. So if you haven't watched our Excel data analytics course, please go and watch that and probably then come down to watch these. So let's roll into it and start learning the new era of data analytics. So the first thing that we are going to learn, the thing or the chapter that we are going to study today is the interface and introduction to the software. So I do not have a book as yet to recommend here. We are writing it and it shall be soon available on our website. That is www.ecofunnomics.com. So in case you do not know what ecofunnomics is or haven't heard about ecofunnomics before this, so ecofunnomics is an international research and data analytics company registered under Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Startup India, Skill India, all government of India. And we are serving knowledge across, as of now, 158 countries. So do go and check out our website, the knowledgeable articles, scholarly published works of reputed academicians, scholars, and personals. Apart from that, we do have a service page currently providing, I believe, 10 services. You may choose from any one of them or write to us at contact@ecofunnomics.com. So let's begin. Okay, so I was introduced to the software in 2014, I believe, or 15. So ever since it has evolved, and there is a dedicated website of STATA, and they have their own manual as well. But a lot of my students, including a lot of my uh, faculty students. So when I say faculty students, as in we have a lot of our ongoing faculty development programs where the faculties enroll into our programs to develop their skills, because we know knowledge is the new currency. That is what is going to pay you the highest return in today's world. So they tell me that the PDF and the manual available on the official website of STATA isn't that user friendly because they are not yet well versed with the basics and they do not know from where to begin and where to end. So for that situation, we do have a free online notes circulating in case you want your hands on that. That's a very small handbook. So in case you want your hands on that, you may write to us. Write STATA notes down below. Give me your email ID and I'll email it to you. Apart from that, our STATA book should be out by this year. So let's begin. I'll show you everything. If you can see my screen right now, I'm using 13, STATA IC 13, but I believe 17 or 18 is also out. Do get your hands on that. And the trial 7-day version is also freely downloadable if you're a student. So if you're practicing, if you're learning, download that, use it. And if you feel well versed, probably you can purchase the software if you want. It is not a freely available software, but if you're affiliated to an institute, you should get it for free. Okay, so this is how the window looks. So you have your review window over here. You have your command window over here, and you have your variable description over here and variable list over here. So basically you type your commands over here, you see the outputs over here, and you see the command history over here. And if you select a command, if you select a variable over here, you should be able to see the variable description over here. So probably it looks a little confusing when I'm just showing you this. Let me just open the software, and this is how the software looks. So for example, I'm writing a command over here. Okay. So this is absolutely an error. Okay. So it makes no sense, whatever gibberish I have written, but let's just understand. Okay. So if I do this, so my command is getting recognized over here, and I'm getting an output result saying unrecognized command over here because, as I said, this is gibberish. This is my command history uh, over here where we have nothing to show as of yet because I haven't imported any data. So you will get your variable list on this part of the window, and each variable list will be displayed over here. Okay. Let's begin and see some of the data. So Stata has very beautifully built in some data sets for you to practice. Okay. If you tell me a good econometric, okay. So if you have the knowledge and are trying to build on, you are at the advanced stage of data analytics and you're trying to build on your knowledge on econometrics using Stata, I have a very good book recommendation for you. Just a second. So, till date, even for my PhD journey, I have used this book and it is wonderful. So I do not know if you can see it. So this is the book. I recommend it highly. Introductory Econometrics, a Modern Approach by Jeffrey M. Woolridge. So if you're a statistician, data analyst, pursuing MS, economist, any sort of a researcher, please purchase this book. It's wonderful. Okay. So yeah, I know I am wasting a lot of time. So this video is a warm-up session for me. So this is how it looks. You have some built-in example data sets. So go to File, click on Example Data Sets. You will get a tab like this. You can click on Example Data Sets installed with Stata. You will get the entire list over here. So some are basic, some are for, time series, some are for panel data. So this has a beautiful range of data sets pre-installed. Okay. Now click on use. Okay. Now you will not see anything. Close it. And voila, you have all your variable names over here. If I click on a variable, the variable description is over here. And I have imported the data using the, sysuse auto DTA. So auto is the name of the data I'm using, and DTA, like for example, for PDF, when you're using a PDF, at the end of your file name, you get PDF. Similarly, if you're using a data set for Stata, it is DTA. Okay, I hope I was able to explain there. And let's take a look now. What else do I have to teach you here? Okay, so basic command, let's just take a look. If you want to remove the variables from here, what do we do? Type clear, everything in small, enter. Your variable vanishes. This is, as I mentioned, is your review tab. Click on any past command. You will get the command over here. Press enter. You will see there is a repeat of the command similarly. Okay. Let's just see what else do we have to learn. Done that. Before we do anything, we have to understand. Okay. So basically, I noticed that I blabbered a lot, but a lot of it wasn't recorded. Okay, as I mentioned, this is the review command window. This is the command sheet. This is my variable list. Clicking on a variable will give me my variable property details. And uh, repeating again, if you type clear, your data will vanish. Okay, everything will just become clean slate. And then from the review tab, if you click on a command and press enter, the command will repeat itself. As for me, I think when I imported the data was not recorded, so repeating it again. Go to file, go to example data sets. You have this beautiful thing where you can click on example data sets installed with Stata. You have normal datas, you have, cross datas, you have time series datas, and then you have panel datas. So this is a very wonderful thing which is done. So I am using the auto DTA data. Use it. And you will not see anything over here. Close it, and you will see the data has been, imported. There are other ways of importing the data. We will learn about that too. Okay, so for that, data cannot be imported on a preloaded software. So you have to make sure to delete and clear your data before re-importing another set of data. Okay, clear. Now, we will learn that, but before that, we have to learn to log do a file. Okay, so go to log file, go to file, click on log, and click on begin. Okay, cancel. Repeating. File, log, begin. You will get this. So, why do we need this? For example, you want to register and store your commands, okay, your output results. So that is the reason why you need this. So I am doing it on my desktop. Make sure where you do it. So wherever you save it, keep it in mind that I've saved it over here. So let's, for example, say Stata class 1, okay? And then I'm saying also make sure, see the file type over here is SMCL. Make sure when you're using the datas, it is DTA. When you're storing the commands, it is SMCL. Okay, save. See, we got an output which says log using C user where you have stored it, and that's about it. Now let's take a look at a data on how to import a data. Go to file, go to import, go to Excel. So obviously you can see you can import CSV, you can import SAS data, you can import a lot of variety types of data over here, but we are going to go with Excel. That is the best version of a data. Okay, so like so, a pop-up pops up which says import Excel. Click on browse. I will go to desktop. Sorry. Practice questions. Open class 1 practice questions. Okay, so we see we have opened it. Now, from here, you can select the types of sheets. For example, here we have make, price, MPG, rep 78, so on. In sheet 2, we have states, regions, populations, so on. Always selecting sheet 1. Always, always, always. Like just like write it in bolds, italic it, highlight it, underline it, do whatever you need to. Import the first row as variable name. And okay, so this is important. Now, I'll just show you what will happen to two mistakes that you can do. I am clearing the data, okay, and I am going and opening the file again. Open. Right now, my laptop is a mess. I I can't find anything. I can't do anything. Okay, so chapter 3, I can't find text. Oh, okay, so this is the data. Okay, this is the data. We can also do is select the data, open your software, click on, data editor, edit, and paste. Treat the first row as variable name. Okay, so you can also do this, but there's a scope of error. Why? I'll tell you. So a lot of my students love doing this, but then I believe this always is risky because you might end up importing some datas, okay? You might end up importing some datas as text variables instead of numeric variables. And we know that, text variables will not give you, okay, will not give you a proper analysis, right? It will not give you a proper analysis. So whenever I try to show you that, there's a scope of error, however, my laptop is like, no, I'll not let you show that there's a scope of error. This is the best software possible, and we will not give you what you're looking for. So I'm just literally trying really hard to get something. So, these data that I'm showing you right now, they are so, manipulated for the purposes of class that you will not really get any data which will give you the error that you face when you handle real-time data. So there is that, which is not very healthy way, but yeah. Okay. So there's this data, which is my personal research data, as I was trying to say. See, these numeric part, they are all being registered in red. Whenever it is being registered in red, it is basically that the software is taking your data as text variable or string variable rather than a numeric variable. Okay. So for example, if I click on Australia, over here it says type str. Okay. So which means string. String means text variable. So this is not a healthy way of doing it. Okay. So always do the way I taught you. Click on File, Import, Excel, Browse, select the first row as variable name and click on OK. Okay. And if you already have it, just do this. This is the safest thing we can do. So what did we learn? We learned how to open the software. We learned how to log begin. I haven't yet closed the file to show you. So log begin helps you save the commands. We have learned how to import a data. We have learned that how text variables are actually imported if you do not import it properly. We have learned the interface and we have learned how to clear our data. Okay. So next we come to, okay, so we had already log begun our thing. Now I'll just show you how to log close it. Go to file, log and close. So there is a log close over here. Now, if you want to see what you have, stored and registered, go to file, log, view, log, file, log, view, and browse. Okay, desktop, Stata class 1, open, and okay. So now see, whatever you have done, whatever your work record is, it has been recorded over here. Okay. So there is what it is. So in case in a class, you're learning something and you have done your log begin, done your log close. So at least when you're practicing and you do log view, you know what you had done. You have it stored and registered. So this is a very smart and a very practical move that any student can take up. So there's that. Let's see what all we have now. Okay. So I think we have covered all the basics that we need to get you started. So I wish you can download the software, practice it, and get your hands, a little warmed up for the next class. In the next class, we'll learn about the central tendency. We'll learn about, we have so much things, like we have so many things to learn. We have to learn about central tendency. We have to learn about, different types of charts and visual representation. We have to learn about regression. We have so many things to cover. So warm up and see you in the next class. And if you liked the video, like, subscribe, leave a comment if you want the notes, and see you in the next class. Bye.